Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling lake, lived a man. He was an old man, his face etched with the wrinkles of time, his hands gnarled like the roots of an ancient tree. For years, his life had been a simple routine of tending to his garden, reading books under the shade of his favorite oak, and taking long walks by the lake. His days were peaceful, his nights were quiet. He had known nothing else but this simple life. One spring morning, as he was planting some seeds in his garden, a young boy approached him. The boy was new to the village and full of questions about the place and its people. And who better to ask than the oldest resident? So he sat down beside the old man, eager to hear stories of the past. The old man looked at the curious boy, his eyes twinkling with amusement. Then he began to speak, his voice raspy with disuse, but filled with a lifetime of stories. He told the boy about the history of the village, about the changing seasons, the festivals they celebrated, the hopes and dreams of the villagers. As the old man spoke, the boy listened intently, his eyes wide with wonder. But after a while, the boy's demeanor changed. He became restless, his gaze drifting to the mountains in the distance. The old man noticed this and gently asked the boy what was troubling him. The boy hesitated and finally spoke. "I want to do great things," he said, his voice barely a whisper. "I want to be remembered." The old man fell silent. He knew that the boy's desire for greatness was born out of a good heart. But he also knew that true greatness lay not in personal glory, but in the good one did for others. So he reached out and placed a hand on the boy's shoulder. "There are two ways to be remembered," he said softly, "by what you leave behind when you're gone, or by the impact you have on others during your lifetime. Which one do you think is more important?" The boy pondered this for a moment. He looked back at the old man, his eyes filled with gratitude. "The second one," he whispered, realizing that the greatest legacy was not what he would leave behind, but the difference he could make in the world while he was still here. From that day forward, the boy dedicated himself to serving the community. He helped the sick and the elderly, tutored children in the village school, and even organized fundraisers to build a new playground. He became known throughout the land for his kindness and generosity, touching the lives of everyone he met. And so it was that the boy, who had once dreamed of personal greatness, found fulfillment in serving others. He learned that true greatness lay not in accolades or fame, but in the love and respect of those he had helped. Years passed, and the old man's garden continued to thrive. One day, the old man decided to plant some fruit saplings. He knew that they would take years to bear fruit, but it didn't bother him because he knew that someone would enjoy their shade in the summer. And that was enough for him. In the same way, we should focus on doing good for others, knowing that the good we do will have a lasting impact on the world, even if we aren't around to see the results. Because true greatness is not about what we get, but about what we give. It's not about our own glory, but about the good we do for others. And so, dear friends, let us strive to be like the old gardener, planting seeds of kindness and generosity, knowing that our actions will continue to bear fruit long after we are gone. Let us focus on making a positive impact on the world and the people around us, because that is where true greatness lies.